say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we'll do roll call. Miles Fettinger. Present. Vicky Goshrowski.
Present.
Drew Buchanan.
Present.
Julie West. Absent. Pete Saunders.
Yep.
Jerry Jackson, present. Okay, we've got quorum. Did everyone have a chance to review the minutes of September 9th? Are there any corrections, any comments?
Make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
You're good, Miles.
Got a motion to approve and a second, or motion to approve and a second for approval of the minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? All right, that brings us to item 5, preliminary plat 25-02. Petitioners Rural King Realty LLC at 1340 West State Road 2. Do we have anyone from the petitioner to?
Yes, this is Clayton Walden. I'm with Rural King Realty. I'm our in-house counsel, and then we also have Sherry Aldrich on here, who is our transaction manager.
Hello, everybody.
All right, would you go ahead and describe what's proposed and?
Yeah, so what we're doing here is, this relates to 1340 West State Road 2 there in LaPorte, Indiana. We are requesting to subdivide off the Rural King box from the remainder of the shopping center. And I think we've presented both the preliminary and final plat, which will reflect that. So.
So it would, are you complete, finished, or?
Yep, like I said, I won't make it too hard there. It's pretty simple. Just requesting that the one existing lot be split into two lots, one being the current Rural King building, and then the second lot will be the remaining of the shopping center there when it's all said and done.
Okay, so in one part, if I'm understanding it right, one parcel is solely Rural King, the other parcel is the other businesses, and of course, the associated parking lots?
Yes, you are correct.
Would it be the intent that this parcel split then could be sold independently?
Yes.
Okay. Are there other questions from the Plan Commission members?
Are there separate utilities for the, this parcel currently? Like, does each tenant have utilities, do we know? And that may not have an effect on this at all.
I could, I don't know that I can answer that definitively. However, I will say it will be subject to an existing, or a REA that provides for all those easements and addresses most of those sorts of things, utility easements, cross access, cross parking, and the like as part of any proposed disposition.
And Clayton, if I could add, it is my understanding that each tenant has separately metered utilities there.
I called the water department, and they said the utilities crossing the parcel are public utilities, the water is. The sewer is not. The sewer is a private sewer that runs through the alley the whole length of the building, so that's an issue I think you have to deal with. If the sewer breaks down by Andrew Avenue, somebody's got to fix it. And
Yeah, and they're, sorry. I
Go
didn't
ahead.
mean to interrupt. I didn't mean to interrupt, sorry. If you need to keep going.
And it's a private sewer. It's 100% on private property. In fact, I've been around a long time, and I recall when we tried to take over ownership in order to serve on the other side of 39, and Rural King wasn't the owner then, whoever the owner was, wasn't interested in that idea, so they retained ownership of that sewer.
Yep, and as I mentioned, those underlying REA or ECRs that would be put in place would grant easements to each of the owners, and then there would also be those self-help sort of remedies to allow for those repairs that you're discussing.
Explain how that would work, because if one owner if the sewer breaks and it affects one owner, how does he get the other owner to pony up, so to speak?
Well, either he gives them notice, or like I said, that's a self-help remedy where you can go over, fix it yourself, and then usually those REAs or ECRs that gives you the private right of action to go seek. If I pay $10,000 to go fix it and it's your problem, I can seek that $10,000, and usually your reasonable attorney's fees as well as part of that underlying private ECR REA.
So,
Yeah,
Jerry,
attorneys get involved usually.
yeah.
Yeah,
Jerry,
it's
just-
been my experience.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So real quick, the sewer utilities run off of Andrew Avenue West. Is that what your
That is correct.
understanding?
Yeah, the sewer starts at the west end of Rural King and flows all the way to Andrew Avenue.
Got it. So this new parcel, if the sewer, there was an issue there, the tenant of Rural King would have to go after them then, correct?
Yeah, for example, it could break closer to Andrew Avenue, and Rural King wouldn't have sewer service, and Rural King wouldn't have, it'd be on someone else's private property where they needed to fix it.
Yeah, and that we are intentional when we go through and build these ECRs, REAs to give us those rights for those exact scenarios that you're bringing up. We want to be able to have the ability to go fix it if we need to.
How do we have some assurances that that language covers it? I've had many of these cases where neighbors come to blows, not literally, but trying to avoid that situation here.
I guess we could provide you with a copy of the proposed ECR REA for your team to review to make sure that it does meet your approval.
Yeah, yep. Yeah. Yeah, approve it pending review by legal, yeah.
Review by legal
Yeah.
BCR.
Yep.
Okay.
If you could provide those two things, then I think the recommendation would be approve it pending appropriate legal review.
Any other questions, comments?
I did have a question. If the lot is subdivided, what happens to the businesses, buildings in the lot B?
They will be, whoever buys the property will buy subject to those leases. So they'll become the new landlord for those businesses.
Thank you.
Other questions, comments?
I believe we do, yeah. Yeah, we just asked for public.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll open up the meeting for any public comment on this subject. Any public comment? It's not it's the existing yeah, you need to come up to the,
If you,
sorry.
Sorry. Where is this being built at?
If you would, name and address, and then ask your
Oh, I'm
question.
sorry. My name is Rebecca Patz. I live at 20222 Wellness Road in Michigan City. Was he saying Andrews Avenue?
the mall, the old Maple Lane Mall. this
Nothing's
is
being
where-
built.
Nothing's being built. They're just subdividing the parcel.
Oh, because my son lives on Andrews Ave by the mall.
Yeah, the only thing that could change is ownership at some point, so.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
Any other comments? Okay, seeing no further public comment, I'll close the comment period.
David, would they get those documents to you? Is that,
Yeah, just send them to us, and then we'll make sure to review
Yep.
them before the next meeting, before the Board of Public Works.
yep, perfect.
All right.
So we basically need a.
All right, thank you.
Are we approving the preliminary and the final together?
Yes, yeah, you can do that.
With the provision they provide the documents?
Correct.
Okay.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the preliminary plat and final plat, subject to the submittal of the ERCs. Is that
Can you
the
please
term?
repeat the two documents real quick that you're going to share with us?
But it's REA, ECR, they're used kind of interchangeably, but it's basically just the easements, the underlying easements that are going to govern this document, or this development after the subdivision. But yes, I'll provide the ECRs and or
And I
REA. It'll be
apologize,
one
what's
document.
what's ECR stand for?
It's easements, covenants, restrictions.
Got it.
It's usually built into one.
Perfect.
Okay, subject to submission of
Yep.
easements, covenants,
And restrictions.
and restrictions, and legal report, legal review.
Or,
Perfect.
like I said, it's, different attorneys will call it different things. The REA is a reciprocal easement agreement. It'll be one document. I don't know, I have a attorney working on this, and I don't know which one he used, the ECR REA, but it'll be one of those. Effectively, it's the same thing. Don't mean to confuse you, sorry.
Yeah, I think we just want to make sure that you know, both parcels are served correctly by sewer, so thank you.
Yep.
All right, we've got a motion. Do we have a second? I don't.
Yeah, I did.
We have a motion and second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. Passed both the preliminary and final plat, 25-03. Is there any old business? David, you got anything? Anyone? Any new business?
I think, wasn't there a comprehensive plan update on the agenda, or?
I see it on there. Do you have anything for that, or Craig?
Yeah, I can just update you that the work progresses on the plan. We have encountered some issues with the traffic modeling aspect of the plan in terms of the usability of the existing modeling that's available at a regional level. So we're trying to find solutions for what we need to do with regard to the traffic modeling aspect of that currently. And so that's slowed us down a bit, but we hope to have answers on that soon as far as understanding a timeline going forward once we get that part of the scope figured out. So we've had our public input sessions. We had an open house originally earlier on in the process, and then we also had public input opportunities at both the Sunflower Fair and the Farmers Market on that same weekend, or the Farmed and Foraged that same weekend. So we've kind of concluded the public input in the earlier stages of the plan. So now we're focused on drawing up the recommendations and then maps, and eventually we'll come back and have an open house for the public to be able to see those before we go through the adoption process. But again, what's holding us up is basically the transportation element is kind of hampered by the issues related to the transportation modeling that's available to us. So like I said, we should know more about that soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, is there any other business for the board tonight? If not, I'd take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
We're adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks.